Tell them come watch me finagle. Prepare the place for my enemies at my table. Tell them come watch me finagle. Prepare the place for my enemies at my table. Tell them come watch me finagle. Prepare the place for my enemies at my table. Tell them come watch me finagle. Prepare the place for my enemies at my table. The booth became my sauna. I warm up and then I drop heat. Applaud me, y'all sit back and watch me. I'm in the hot seat. Y'all comp is just some weight on my chest. I'm feeling cocky. Say my bars went over their head, then try to copy. Let me dumb it down for you a little bit, where you ain't gotta climb. With all due respect, couldn't trace me outlined in dotted lines. Well, at least he's trying. What for me is mine. When I say I killed these tracks, I don't mean the beast be dying. With lyrics I breathed on them, and hell revive them back to life.
What it do, my people? Yes, sir, it's BFA Flex, BFA FL to the E double. And I'm coming to you with another episode of the Hurt Biz Boxing Podcast. Yes, sir. Big fight. Big fight this weekend. Shakur Stevenson versus Teofimo Lopez. We got a dope, fire fight for the co-main event as well. Keyshawn Davis versus Jermaine Ortiz. Go check out my video that I posted for the Shakur Stevenson Teofimo Lopez fight way before it was officially announced, and it was just brewing as a rumor. So check that out. But I will reiterate, I was the first one to say this is a 50-50 fight. You cannot count T.O. out of this. I do. You can go either way with this one. Teofimo has the tools to beat Shakur Stevenson's style, and Shakur Stevenson's style has the ability to make any fighter's chances difficult against him, as long as they're around the same weight class or equal in some capacity of strength, size, and power. The main thing that's going to decide this fight is Shakur Stevenson's power. Is he going to have enough power to tame the beast coming in Teofimo Lopez? Because Teofimo Lopez cannot sit in there and try to outbox Shakur Stevenson. And what I mean by outbox, because at the root of boxing, it is fighting. At the end of the day, it is a fight. And to eliminate the best boxer's chances and give yourself the best chance to win against that type of style, you have to make it rough, rugged, and raw. I mean, T.O. definitely has to make this a fight. He has to make he has to push the pressure. He has to apply it consistently, and it has to be calculated and patient pressure. Patient pressure. He can't just go out there and throw his wide. He has to utilize his feints, his athleticism to throw Shakur Stevenson off, and his timing. But this is a super fight. I'm glad that everyone is tuned into it. I'm seeing they brought the stars out. Ooh-wee. And it's old school. I'm seeing it's a brawl at the weigh-in involving the Haney's and Tiger Johnson. Gosh, Lee, man. Hey, this when it gets real, though. When you start putting your hands on each other outside the ring and families getting involved and stuff, this when beef gets real. But it's good for business in the Hurt Biz. It's great for business in the Hurt Biz. So they're just promoting the fight subconsciously. They're subconsciously promoting the fight when that happens, stuff like that. So, of course, you don't want to see that type of stuff happening, but it happens. And I'm here for it. I'm here for it. We do know Tiger Johnson and Keyshawn Johnson are kind of close. You know, they have a relationship, and we do know Devin Haney and Tiger Johnson and Keyshawn Johnson, they all are at odds. As far as those two being Devin Haney's foes. Devin Haney wants all the smoke. But the good thing is Devin Haney was not involved in that. And I'm glad to see that no one put their hands on him. Especially with all the money involved with him and his brand. I did hate to see that Bill Haney was jumped on. But that's gang shit. That's gang shit. You touch one of mine, I'm touching one of yours. I don't care who it is. I might touch two. That's just gang shit. That's what it brought me back to. But that's all exciting, exhilarating for the fight game. I'm excited. I'm excited. I do, just for my official prediction for Shakur Stevenson and Teofimo Lopez, I'm still staying where I began before this fight was officially announced. I see Teofimo Lopez and Shakur Stevenson being a 50-50 fight. It can go either way. I'm kind of biased. Teo has rubbed me the wrong way with some of his racial slurs and comments. Shakur Stevenson is a black Puerto Rican American, however you want to look at it. But yes, he is of the same culture that I am from and that I am with. So there's some affinity there and some loyalty there in a way. But I have to be honest. This is going to be probably the first fight we've seen Shakur Stevenson really face adversity. Shakur Stevenson might touch the canvas. Shakur Stevenson might touch the canvas. Teofimo might touch the canvas, but he already has. Teofimo is feeling like he's slighted. Like he's gone through the fire already to become who he is. And Shakur Stevenson's arrogance is unwarranted based on the fact he hasn't really gone through anything or faced adversity or controversy. I'm leaning towards that's where Teofimo's mindset is. But all in all, I'm looking for an exciting fight, a close, tough, ugly fight. If Teo is coming in there to win. And Shakur is going to have to fight. So we're going to see a different Shakur. Shakur can't fight Teo like he fought Zepeda. He will get knocked out. He will get stopped if he does that. Shakur has to use his feet as well as his grit and his meanness at points. And he has to earn his respect and dominate at certain points. It could look similar to Terrence Crawford versus Canelo. But Canelo did not throw many jabs at all in that fight, and it showed. It showed his inability to break the distance, and it showed why he was getting countered so easily and harshly by Terrence Crawford, by Bud. And that was the deciding factor. Even though it was a close, tough fight, in the actual fight, it didn't seem that way on the scorecards because of that. And that could be how Shakur Stevenson beats Teofimo Lopez as well. I'm going to talk to you on another episode in just a sec about the Keyshawn Davis, Jermaine Ortiz. There's some other good fights on this card as well. I'm looking forward to seeing Shushu fight Castro. I think he'll dominate and become champion, but it still should be a good fight. But yes, I'm looking for Shakur Stevenson to win in in an ugly decision. It could be controversial, and we could see another bout between these two. Shakur Stevenson, Teofimo Lopez, number 2. That's how close and how competitive I feel this fight would be. Shakur is going to have to tame the beast. Jab. 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 Feints. Jab. Half step back. Jab. Jab. Half step back. Uppercut. He has to tame the beast with that jab. We all know Shakur possesses an extraordinary jab, but we're going to have to see that jab be next level. This fight, he's going to have to bring out a little Devin Haney. I know you guys hate Devin Haney, but that's how he's able to tame certain fighters. That jab. And Shakur, I believe, can tame T.O. with a consistent jab. A jab to break the barrier and break distance to get in and work. A jab to offset his opponent's timing. And a jab to be his fence after he completes his work. He's not admiring it. He's still throwing that jab to set him back up. See, jabs can be used offensively and defensively. The jab. Shakur, don't forget. The jab. Don't forget. I don't care what he tries to pull you into. Don't forget that J word. Jab. All right? T.O., on the other hand, fuck all that jabbing. You constantly moving, rolling, slipping, just to break that distance and get him to shoot. One shot to throw 2 or 3. Body, head, body. Head, body, head. All right? And this has to be consistent the entire fight. You have to make his jab obsolete. Unpredictable power shots. Body and head. I'm going to bring up one fight. And this could be the making of something similar. It could be very allegorical how this plays out. Vernon Forrest versus Ricardo Mayorga. Vernon Forrest, top pound-for-pound fighter at that time. Hall of Famer. He loses to Ricardo Mayorga 2 times. And he was clearly the better boxer. Styles make fights. T.O. can beat Shakur. Regardless of what anyone else thinks, he just has to have it here, and he has to stick to it. He has to learn. He can't get frustrated. He might have to adjust. But if he fights the way he's supposed to, as far as rough, rugged, raw, and like I was just saying, breaking that distance, disrupting timing, power, unorthodox power, he beats Shakur. And he shocks the world. I'm looking for an exciting fight. I can't wait. Once again, as always, thank you for your support. It's BFA Flex, FL to the E double with the Hurt Biz Boxing Podcast. Always bringing exclusive boxing content. Don't forget to hit that like button. Comment, let me know what you think. Share this with your friends, your family, on your socials. And subscribe. Peace. I holla.